Hey boys and girls, it's Mrs. Amato here again, and I am bringing to you chapter 28 from Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper. Again, I'd like to thank the publishers for allowing us to read this, Simon & Schuster and Atheneum Books. Chapter 28, let's go. How can they expect us to get ready in such a short time? Crazy. Plane tickets and permission slips, paperwork and practice. Practice every day for close to 2 weeks. Study every evening with Mrs. V. Words, cities, states, countries, capitals, oceans, rivers, colors, diseases, weather, numbers, dates, presidents, planets, authors, generals, laws, quotations, measurements, equations, definitions, queens, kings, birds, insects. My head has been spinning nonstop with facts and figures, but I'm ready now. Our team is ready. Mr. D kept his promise. The 6 highest scores from all the practice rounds were announced at the last practice session a few days ago. Of course, just like the other kids, I had been keeping a mental tally of everybody's points. So I was pretty sure I'd be one of the on-air contestants and not an alternate. Mr. Dimming almost glowed with the anticipation as he made the announcement. He paced nervously. A little more and the man would have been dancing. "Here we go," he said. "I feel like I need a drum roll or something." "Read the list, please," Mr. Dimming said slowly. "The 6 members of the Championship Spalding Street Elementary School quiz team are..." He paused. I thought Connor was going to throw something at him. Rose, Connor, Melody, Elena, Rodney, and Molly. Claire and Amanda will be our alternates. "I'm an alternate?" Claire gasped. "Molly beat you by 2 points, Claire," Mr. D explained, "but you still get to come with us and cheer us on this tour of the city." "But it was me who helped her study," Claire said, outrage in her voice. "That is not fair." I just shook my head and smiled a little. There is so much Claire doesn't know about stuff not being fair. Molly looked smug and not at all sorry. Her mother came to pick her up and the practice was over. The competition is tomorrow, Thursday evening. Assuming we win, we'll have the Good Morning America appearance on Friday, followed by a trip to the White House. More sightseeing in D.C. is planned for Saturday and we'll come home Sunday. On Monday, hopefully, we'll return to school as national champions with the trophy. So tonight we pack. I've never been on a trip away from home before, so we have some serious planning to do. I feel crazy excited, crazy nervous. Dad bought me a bright red suitcase with wheels. It smells like the inside of a new car. Touching it makes me smile. Mom and I went shopping yesterday, something we don't do so much anymore. She let me choose a couple new outfits with jeans. None of those practical baggy sweatsuits for this trip. As we rolled down the mall, we passed a card shop. I had a brainstorm and tapped out on my board, "Go in, get card, please." "For whom?" "Catherine," I typed, to thank her for helping me get ready. "How very grown up of you," Mom said, clearly pleased. "One for Mrs. V too," I tapped out. Absolutely. The card we found for Mrs. V could not have been more perfect. The front was completely covered with hundreds of oranges except for one blue one in the middle, and it said, "You're 1 in a million, thanks." She'll love it. For Catherine, I picked out a card that showed a desk full of computers, MP3 players, and video games, and a young woman connected to all of them with earphones. It read, "Glad you're always there to plug into me. Thanks for all you do." "You couldn't have designed those cards better yourself," Mom said. "Yep, pretty perfect." Around 7 o'clock, the doorbell rings. It's Mrs. V coming over to help with the final packing preparations. She and Mom make a great team. "I've made a checklist according to Mr. Dimming's suggestions," Mom said. "Black skirt and white blouse for all the competitions." "Check," Miss V said as she neatly folds those 2 pieces into my suitcase. Penny mimics, "Check." Extra white blouse just in case, Mom says. Great idea, Miss V replies, nodding. Mom folds 2 more shirts and her favorite pair of jeans, comfortable outfits for sightseeing in Washington, spending money for souvenirs, sunglasses, camera, check, 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 Miss V repeats. Pajamas, toothbrush, deodorant, hair clips, all there. A warm jacket, no telling what this March weather will do. Check, Penny says. Power pack for MediTalker, extra batteries, tissues, and wipes. Got it. Umbrella? For you or for Melody, Mrs. V asks with a laugh. Do you have your bag packed? Yeah, I'm just about ready. I'm nervous too. Mom pauses. You're the best, Violet. I know Penny will be safe with you while we're gone. And butterscotch, I interrupt. They both laugh. Frankly, without you, there's no way Melody would be packing for this trip. Get card, Mom, I type. I reach my hand to the side, but I can barely touch the edge of my book bag hanging on my chair. Mom reaches in and pulls out the envelope and sets it on the tray. I push it toward Miss V. She opens it, reads it, then squeezes me so hard I can hardly catch my breath. This one goes on my refrigerator door, she says quietly. I'm a little scared, I admit. Nonsense, Mellow Yellow, Miss V tells me. I fully expect to see you on Good Morning America with that 10-foot-high trophy. That would be awesome, I type. Now tell me once more, Mrs. V says to Mom, what time does the plane leave tomorrow? Penny, take Melody's underwear off your head, you silly girl. Mom checks her papers. Plane leaves at noon. That means we should get there no later than 9, get to the airport by 10, all checked in, make sure the wheelchair is properly taken care of, and then we can relax until it's time to board the plane. Mrs. V scratches her head. I wonder why they chose the noon flight. That will get you into Washington around 2. The competition starts at 7. That's a little close. Mr. Dimming told us the hotel has a late check-in policy, and the TV studio is just across the street from the hotel, so we'll be fine. As Mom closes and zips my suitcase, I feel tears come to my eyes. I can't believe this is happening. In just one day, I will be in Washington, D.C., on national television. I pray I won't mess it up. I want to call Rose and see if she's nervous too. I want to ask her what she'll wear to the White House. Suppose we meet the First Lady now. That would be the bomb. I wanted to know if we'll be sitting near each other on the plane. I want to be like all the other girls. I don't sleep well that night. In the morning, Mom gets me bathed and dressed and fed in record time, while Dad gets Penny ready. Go see plane, she asks repeatedly. Fly, wee, Dad says as he flies her in his arms. We head outside and Miss V hurries over, camera in hand. She snaps pictures of me getting strapped in, my suitcase being loaded, and my brave and hopeful victory smile. Then she does it all over again with Dad's camcorder. No, we'll never be able to forget this morning. Penny darts about, chases Butterscotch, runs around in circles around the car, which has been washed and shined. Mom, dressed in a cool denim suit and, surprisingly, a pair of late-style Nikes, loads our bags in the car, and we're totally ready to go by 8:45. Dad takes Butterscotch back into the house and says, all set? Let's do it, Mom yells. She claps her hands. I can't stop grinning. Even though I know we have plenty of time, I keep wanting Dad to drive faster. I'm so afraid we'll miss our plane, or that we forgot our ticket, or that I'll throw up and that we'll have to go home. At the airport garage, we have no trouble finding a row of empty, handicapped parking spaces. We unload me, my chair, our bags, and Penny and Doodle. Mrs. V snaps more photos. It seems like hours, but in minutes we're at the check-in gate. Miss V pushes me. Mom carries Penny. Dad pulls a cart loaded with luggage and Doodle. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. Hi, Mom said cheerfully to the uniformed lady. We're here to check in for our noon flight to Washington. She hands the lady our tickets. The noon flight? I'm sorry, ma'am, but that flight has been canceled. We've had loads of cancellations today. A late winter storm in the Northeast has called backups. Canceled. But the weather here is sunny and clear. They've got 5 inches on the ground in Boston, and more is predicted this afternoon. The FAA won't let planes take off in this weather. Planes due to arrive here and then return eastward get canceled, meaning our afternoon flights can't depart. It's complicated. I'm sorry. The desk agent continues to type rapidly. She tells Mom, I can get you and your daughter on the next direct flight out. However, it leaves at 7:23. It'll get you there at 9:07. The weather service has predicted that the storm system will have fizzled by then. My heart is thudding now. Would you like me to rebook you now? She smiles. She doesn't get it. But the competition starts at 7, Mom mumbles weakly. Excuse me? I didn't hear you. I can't breathe. Mom speaks a little louder. What about the rest of our group? We're traveling together. A group of school children, a quiz team actually. Oh, I remember those kids. They were here early this morning. Great group. So polite and well-mannered. They told me about the competition and the huge trophy that it might bring home. They came early? Mom croaks. It seems that they all went to breakfast together, then came straight here. It's a good thing they did too, or they wouldn't have gotten out. Where are they? Mom asks. Oh, they got switched to the 9 o'clock flight, the last eastbound plane to get out before flights started getting canceled. They had to run down to the gate, but they made it in time. Yep, that flight left about an hour ago. They're gone? I feel like I'm going to choke. Are you going and your family going to D.C. to cheer them on? The woman asks. She still doesn't get it. No, my daughter is on the team. Mom explains. We must get to Washington. Isn't there another flight? Perhaps another airline? The woman looks at me and blinks. She's on the... She starts to ask, catches herself, returns her gaze to the monitor and begins typing furiously. I hear her fingernails as they click on the keys. Dad places both hands on the ticket counter, leans in toward the agent. I've never seen him so angry. How could this happen? Shouldn't we have been notified that the plane was canceled? We try, sir, but it's not always possible. We do always advise passengers to call ahead and check their flight status. But this was a trip of the lifetime. You can't possibly understand how important this is to my daughter. I squeeze my eyes shut. Stupid elevator music floats in. I hear no beautiful colors. I smell no lovely aromas. All I can see is the darkness behind my eyeballs. I'm really, really sorry, sir, the lady says. What about a connecting flight? We must get her to Washington this afternoon. The woman types, clicks. There are no other flights to D.C. or any other carrier. Nonstop or otherwise, that weather system has grounded everything. There will be nothing until later this evening. I am so sorry. I open my eyes because they are filling with tears. Dad walks away from the ticket counter, his face scrunched into tight wrinkles. Then, without warning, he smashes his fist into the wall right next to where I'm sitting. I jerk my head up. I know that had to hurt. Ah, I shouldn't have done that, he admits, holding one fist in the other. But if I could have smashed my fist against a wall, I would have. Miss V looks from Dad to me. I don't understand how this could have happened. Someone from the quiz team should have called you. Her voice was cold, crushed bricks. The teacher, perhaps. Maybe there wasn't time, Mom said helplessly. At least that's what I hope. Surely they didn't leave her behind on purpose. I still have not taken a deep breath. I really do apologize, ma'am. I've even checked airports at nearby cities. There are no flights out of the area until this evening. I have plenty of seats on our 7 o'clock flight. No, thank you. It's too late. The entire airport feels like a vacuum to me. No sound, no voices, no air. Mom walks slowly toward me. I sit there in my blue and white outfit with new matching tennis shoes next to my shiny red suitcase, feeling very, very stupid. How could they do this to me? I'm angry and helpless. I hate feeling like this, like when I was little and got stuck on the back like a stupid turtle. There was nothing I could do, nothing. How long does it take to drive to D.C., Miss V says. 10 hours at the very least, Dad replies. His voice soft. Go fly airplane. No fly today, Dad touches her gently. Mom rolls me over to the bench. She kneels down in front of me. She's crying. I don't think I'll ever breathe again. Mom hugs me. It's going to be okay, sweetie. You're still the best, the smartest, the most wonderful girl in the world. Somehow we're going to get over this. No, I won't. Miss V wipes her eyes as well. She sits on the bench and takes both of my hands in hers. Oh, baby girl, I know this is hard, but there is just no way to get you to Washington. I just sit there. The morning started out like crystal, but the day has turned into broken glass. Wow, that's the end of chapter 28. I'll be back very soon with chapter 29. Miss you lots. William Paca, Old Post Road Penguins. Miss you lots. Hopeful that I'll see you soon. Peace, love, and books.